Hello everyone, in this video we are going to discuss first chapter of class 9th real numbers. So before going into this real numbers we need to know all the number systems. So let's have a brief discussion about number systems. The first number system we have is natural numbers. Natural numbers are also called as counting numbers. These natural numbers start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. These natural numbers are represented by capital N. The next number system is whole numbers. We have the natural numbers list, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. For these natural numbers, if we add the number 0, then this will become whole numbers. Natural numbers along with 0 is called as whole numbers, and these whole numbers are represented by capital W. Next number system is integers. Integers are nothing but positive numbers, negative numbers, along with 0. Positive numbers, negative numbers along with 0 are called as integers, and these integers are represented by capital I or Z. The next number system we have is rational numbers. Rational numbers are nothing but the numbers which are in the form of P by Q, where P comma Q both belongs to integers and Q not equals to 0. Those numbers are nothing but rational numbers. The numbers which are in the form of P by Q, where P and Q both are integers and Q is not equals to 0. And these rational numbers are represented by capital Q. Q is nothing but quotient. So in these rational numbers, we will be having two types of decimals. So let us discuss about those types of decimals. What is the decimal value of 1 by 2 and what is the decimal value of 1 by 3? I am going to do long division method now. 2, 1, 0 0.02, 5 are 10, 10 minus 10, 0. 1 by 3 also I am going to do the decimal. 3, 1, 0.0. 3 3s are 9, 1 reminder again. So 0, 3 3s are 9, again 1 reminder, 3 3s are 9. So it continues like that only. So 1 by 2 value is 0.5, whereas 1 by 3 value is 0.3333 and so on. So if we observe these two decimals properly, one is 0.5 and one is 0.333333 and so on. So in the first example, after the decimal, that is stopping, no further continuation. It is stopping at some particular place, maybe 1 digit or 2 digits, it will stop. So these kind of decimals are called as terminating type of decimals. If we observe the second one, here continuously it keeps on going, no termination at all. Those are non-terminating. But if we observe, is there any pattern is there after the decimal, or else any digits are repeating or not? In this case, every time the digit 3 is repeating continuously. So we can call this decimal as non-terminating repeating. So in the rational numbers, we will be having two types of decimals. One is terminating decimal and one is non-terminating repeating type of decimal. Now, next number system we have is irrational numbers. Irrational numbers, the numbers which are not rational are called as irrational. Otherwise, the numbers which we cannot able to write in the form of p by q are irrational numbers. In simply, we can say the numbers which are not rational numbers are irrational numbers. Irrational numbers are represented by q dash. For example, root 2 is an irrational number. Root 3 is an irrational number. Root 17 is an irrational number. Pi is an irrational number. So most of the people were confused with this one. Pi value is 22 by 7 and this value is not exact value. This is just approximate value. Approximate value of pi is 22 by 7. So in the exams, if they ask what is pi, it is always an irrational number only. Then if they ask what is 22 by 7, 22 by 7 is always a rational number. Keep this in mind. Okay, now we have rational numbers that is represented by q, and we have irrational numbers which are represented with q dash. So these rational numbers and irrational numbers, both if we join or combine together, we will get one more number system. Those are nothing but real numbers. Real numbers are represented with capital R. Combination of rational and irrational numbers together are called as real numbers. Real numbers are represented with capital R. So now in the exam, this question they will ask, that is, natural numbers are subset of whole numbers, are subset of integers, are subset of rational numbers, are subset of real numbers. Irrational numbers are subset of real numbers. This order you should remember. If you remember this order, you can able to attempt so many questions in the part B. For example, they will ask you question like this: is every natural number a whole number? If you can able to remember this order, then obviously you can able to answer this question. See now, when we are moving from the left side to right side, otherwise smaller to bigger, always the answer will be yes only. From natural number to whole number, because he's asking is every natural number a whole number. So natural number, whole number. I'm moving from left to right, so always the answer will be yes. Of course, every natural number is a whole number, because natural numbers will start from 1. So 1 is a whole number, 2 is a whole number, 3 is a whole number, as well as they are natural numbers also. So every natural number is a whole number. The same way, every natural number is an integer, yes. Every natural number is a rational number, yes. Every natural number is a real number, obviously, yes. Next, is every whole number integer? Yes. Every whole number a real number? Yes. Every whole number a rational number? Obviously, yes. But the same statement, if I pass in reverse, that will be wrong then. Is every real number a rational number? No. Is every real number a whole number? No. Is every real number an integer? Obviously, no. If I am moving from small to big, always the statement will be true. When I am moving in reverse, that is from bigger to smaller, always the statement will be false statement. Next, one more question. Rational numbers and irrational numbers, both the numbers combination gives to real numbers. This is nothing but union, and these symbol is for subset symbol. I'm not going to extend what is subset means and what is union means, everything, because you people get confused. That total about union and subsets you will learn perfectly in the 10th class in the second chapter, sets. So just remember this like smaller than, and this as combination. Natural numbers are smaller than whole numbers, which are smaller than integers, which are smaller than rational, which are smaller than real. Irrational numbers are smaller than real numbers, like this. Rational numbers together with irrational numbers are called as real numbers. So I think now one more question most of the students will get this, that is, why these are real numbers? If these are real numbers, any unreal numbers are there then? Obviously, you should get this question compulsory. If real numbers are there, then unreal numbers are there. Otherwise, false numbers are there. Of course, they are there. Let us discuss about that also. Now, just a small. X plus 2 equals to 0. Now, which number we need to substitute in the place of x so that this equation will become this equation satisfies? In the place of x, if I substitute minus 2 plus 2, it is 0. So x value I can say it as minus 2. Now x square plus 1 equals to 0. Now in the place of x, which number you will substitute so that it will satisfy the equation? In the place of x, if I substitute minus 1 whole square plus 1 is equals to 0. Obviously it is not, because minus 1 square is plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is plus 2 plus 2 is never equals to 0. Now in the place of x, I'll substitute plus 1 square plus 1 square is 1 plus 1 plus 1 is again 2 is not equals to 0. So it means I can conclude now there is no x value which satisfies this equation. Then what will be that x value then? Let us check. X square plus 1 equals to 0. I will take plus 1 to the right side. So we will get x square is equals to minus 1. Now we know one small logic, that is any number, it may be 0 or it may be positive, it may be negative. If we do squaring for that number, always the answer will be positive number only. But here we have minus 1. It means there is no real number which satisfies this equation. Then comes one more number. That number is imaginary number. So some number is there. If we substitute that number in the place of x, after doing square for that number, definitely we will get minus 1. That number is nothing but imaginary number. You will learn about these imaginary numbers more or in depth in the intermediate. So that's why these are real numbers, and which are not real, those are imaginary numbers. Till now, if you didn't subscribe to my channel, subscribe for more videos. Thank you.